Hey from Texas, it's Lindy Fulford with Striking Splendor. And today I am coming to you to talk about the color code personality test. So I don't know if any of you have ever taken one of the color code tests before. I personally have taken it several times. I've taken it for work and I've taken it for network marketing, and I have also just taken it just to see what my color code is so that I can help my relationships, not only with my family, helps with your marriage, helps with your kids, but it also helps with your work as well. And so it's a really interesting because we're all born with different personalities, right? And some of us are born, we have these innate pieces of us, of our personality, that is just core to who we are. It's what we were born with. And yes, there are outside things that can affect us, right? So we have things that happen when we were younger. We have things that happen, when you're playing sports, anything and everything, any type of relationship that you have and how you were brought up and the money that you grew up with or didn't grow up with or how you were treated as a child. All of those are influences that determine how our personality has developed over time. And yes, some of that can change, but honestly, there are certain pieces of us to our core that are just who we are, and it drives everything that we do. And so what we're going to be learning over the next several days is what are the 4 different color codes and what can it do for us, right? What drives us and how do we respond to that? What are the right things to say to someone who is one color versus another? And what are the wrong things to say? Because there are definitely things that you do not to say to certain people. And it's all about the approach. How do we approach the different people with the different, different colors? So we're going to talk about the red, the blue, the white, and the yellow, okay? But before we can do that, I want to make sure that everybody goes out to www.colorcode.com and make sure that you take the test. It is super interesting. Of all the tests that I've ever taken, this one is very detailed. So you can get the free test and it's going to give you your main color. Or if you want to spend a little bit more money, I can't remember how much it was. It's been probably a year since I last took it. I think it's like $20. It gives you literally, you guys look, it gave me like a 42-page printout. It gives you videos, and it really will help you with your relationships, especially as you were coming off of the 5 love languages in your marriage. You guys, this will help you with your marriage because this will help you understand also, again, what not to say and how to appropriately respond to your spouse. Okay, so make sure you get out there and go take the color code test and then come back tomorrow and we're going to start going over the color code test. I can tell you right now, the first color that we're going to go over is red because I'm a red. And let me tell you, it can change. So your core does not change. I have been a red through and through every time that I have taken this. The very first time I ever took this was probably 15 years ago when I worked at Dell, and I was 100% red. 100% red. Tomorrow we'll get into what that means. Luckily, I have evolved over time, and I'm not 100% red. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I've added a little bit of yellow to my life. What does that mean? Well, you'll have to come back and join us so that you can see, and then we can find out what your color is and how it can help with your relationships. All right, guys, catch you on the other side.